to Spotlight on Kildaville Hills. I am Mayor Sheila Davies. I would like to take a few moments to provide brief highlights of the August 10th and September 21st Kildaville Hills Board of Commissioners meeting. At the August meeting, the Board of Commissioners held a public hearing on proposed refinancing of the contract for construction of the town's public works complex. This contract refinances the project at a lower interest rate and saves the town money. There were no speakers at the public hearing, and the board approved the financing contract. Under new business, the board scheduled several public hearings for the September meeting and reappointed James Chip Almany and Stan Clow to the planning board. The remainder of the meeting was spent in a joint work session between the Board of Commissioners and members of the planning board for the purpose of discussing the size of large single-family rental homes on the oceanfront. Staff shared an overview of how neighboring towns currently address the size of oceanfront dwellings. Following a lengthy discussion, the group reached consensus that the Board of Commissioners would add this topic to their October meeting agenda. At the October meeting, the board will determine if there is agreement to provide guidance to town staff for an ordinance amendment for planning board consideration. For those interested in the conversation, a video of the meeting is available on the town's YouTube page as part of the August 10th board meeting. At the September 21st meeting, the Board of Commissioners held 3 public hearings. The first public hearing was on a proposed zoning amendment to add definitions and address regulation of storage and display. There was one speaker at the public hearing who spoke in favor of the proposed amendment. The board approved the amendment. The second public hearing was on a proposed zoning amendment to modify pool and hot tub sales to eliminate the restriction on outdoor display. There were no speakers at the public hearing, and the board approved the amendment. The third public hearing was on a proposed zoning amendment to address dimensional requirements and development standards required for recombination of lots for single development. There were no speakers at the public hearing, and the board approved the amendment. Under new business, the board heard a presentation from David Alberg, Superintendent of the Monitor National Marine Sanctuary. The board also heard a presentation from Eddie Goodrich about his patent landscape and market evaluation report on the conversion process septic to sewer with water treatment. Also under new business, the town's contract engineer, Pete Berkheimer, presented the 2015 NC-12 Virginia Dare Trail Crosswalk Study Report. After much discussion, the board decided to place this item on its December agenda for follow-up and action. Also under new business, the board took the following actions. First, the board accepted the bid from RPC Contracting for the 2015-2016 street drainage and right-of-way improvement and authorized funding of the project. Second, the board reappointed Jerry Farless as an alternate to the Dangerous Animal Appeal Board. Third, Skip Jones, Sue Kelly, Chris Merrick, and Melinda Migowski were reappointed to the Community Appearance Commission. And fourth, Tony Dorn was reappointed to the Historic Landmarks Commission. Under the mayor's agenda, the board adopted a proclamation declaring October 4th through the 10th as Fire Prevention Week. As in previous years, the fire department has many activities planned for Fire Prevention Week, including visiting local elementary schools and educating youth about fire safety. The fire department will host its public open house on Monday, October 5th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Station 14. And on Saturday, October 10th, a craft building session will be held at Lowe's with firefighters assisting children in building wooden fire trucks. Another great community event being held in October by the Kildaville Hills Board of Commissioners and the Fire Auxiliary is the town's annual Ice Cream Social. Please join us on Tuesday, October 13th from 4:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. for hamburgers, hot dogs, drinks, and ice cream, as well as entertainment provided by the First Flight High School and First Flight Middle School jazz bands, the Kill Devil Derby Brigade, and OBX Storm. And don't forget, a Haunting We Will Go Halloween event sponsored by Dare County Parks and Recreation and Our Town KDH Police Department. Kids can bring costumes and flashlights and join us at this frightfully free family event where there will be hay rides, carnival games, and face painting. It will be held Sunday, October 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the KDH Parks and Rec Youth Center. Copies of these meetings, as well as previous meetings of the Kildaville Hills Board of Commissioners, can be watched in their entirety online through the town's YouTube page. Current meetings are also aired on the government channel. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to email me or any of my fellow board members. Email addresses for all of us can be found on the town's website at kdhnc.com. The next regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners will be on Monday, October 12th at 5:30 p.m. Later in the month, the Board will host an open forum on October 28th to discuss any issues important to the public in a more relaxed and conversational atmosphere. I hope to see you there. Thank you.